Hi, this is Jacob from the Azure Portal. Today I would like to show you how to create already configured virtual machine on the Azure Portal. So I will go to New, and in Search the Marketplace, I will search for Mean. Mean stands for MongoDB, Express Web Framework, AngularJS, and Node. And here there's a Mean virtual machine created by Bitnami that has already pre-configured to run Mean stack apps. So I'll click Create. I'll name it Mean VM. I'll use HDD because it's just for testing purposes. For production, I would definitely go with SSD. I'll use password for authentication. I'll use existing resource group. All right, I'll click OK. And then I will choose the size. I will just go with the A1 standard. This will be good enough. By the way, here we show only recommended by default, because if you click view all, you will have all possible sizes, and there's a bunch of them. So you can go as small as A0 basic, which costs only 11 euro, which is around $11 now. But I will go with A1 standard. I'll click select, and here in settings I will just leave all the default settings. Okay. Click OK, and I'll click purchase. And now my virtual machine is being created, and you can see here it's deploying. So it might take a while, up to a minute or two. In the meantime, if you want to find out more about this Bitnami Mean VM, you can search for Mean Bitnami. And they have very good wiki which explains how to configure it, how is it configured by default, how to create new apps there, so on and so forth. So really recommend you to check it out. And by the way, while we are provisioning, recently a friend of mine, Ahmed Al-Balkan, wrote a blog post about cloud provisioning. So his blog is at Ahmed Al-Balkan, and his most recent blog post is about the state of cloud instance provisioning. So in this blog post, he's explaining how provisioning works in AWS, in DigitalOcean, Google Compute Engine, and Microsoft Azure. So a really interesting read. It's describing what is really happening behind the scenes. So if you're a user, you don't have to worry about these things, but it's really interesting to know that this is happening, and how it works, and how different cloud providers differ in this. So I'll go back to the Azure portal. This deployment can take a little bit longer because it's not just spinning up new virtual machine, it's running all the configuration. It's installing Node, it's installing Express, it's installing MongoDB on VM, it's installing all other components of the Bitnami stack. And deployment succeeded. So my virtual machine is up and everything is installed. I'll grab the IP address and I'll open PuTTY. Paste this here. Click open. I'll authenticate with my provided username and password. Let me just make the screen a little bit bigger so you can see it clearly. So 18 should be fine. Okay, so I'll log in as JG09, provide my password, and I am in Bitnami. And you can see I have Node installed. I have also Express installed. Oops. And I can create new app with Express. So I will say Express my app. I'll change directory to my app. I'll install everything with npm. And my app is ready and I can actually run it. But first I need to change one setting. So I'll go to bin directory and using vim I will edit the file www, which is using by default port 3000. I'll change this to use port 80 so we can access it from the internet. And by default on a Bitnami VM, if you grab this IP address, which I have in my clipboard already, if you go there, you have a default Bitnami site. You have links to a quick start guide, the wiki. So I will stop the default server, saying sudo kill sudo lsof ti80. And now I can run my app. And if I go to app again, my Express app running. So here it is. I got the get request and I got the style sheets. So and now I can go and play. I can even deploy. Encourage you to check out the Bitnami wiki because they are describing how to deploy your apps securely using their VM image, or you can use just this VM to play if you just want to check out something with Node. You can do the same for Ruby or for all other stacks. So if you have any questions or suggestions about the Azure portal, please tweet me at Jakub Jedrzejek or send me an email. You can find my email at my blog, jg09.net, which I also encourage you to check out and subscribe.